Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you missed my previous video, please like, share, and subscribe. I think it was the first or second night in the house where there was a huge argument between Theo and Ashley, and it went on for so long, guys. It went on for like 4 to 5 hours. I'm not even exaggerating here. It was that long, and everyone got involved. People were trying to talk people down and try to tell them to like calm down, and everyone was screaming, arguing, and it was horrible, guys. Like, I was like, this is like a married couple being together for like 15 years and going down the whole list of all their baggage, their feelings and emotions. And I'm not gonna say exactly what was said. At the time, Theo said something to Ashley that really offended her and really hurt her. So everyone was just, oh my gosh, I can't believe he said that. Everyone's going back and forth. So this affected the whole house, guys, dealing with this torture of yelling, screaming, people crying, talking about race, talking about all sorts of different things. And I just remember thinking like, oh my God, I didn't know these fights could go on this long. Keep that in mind when you're watching the show. You guys see like a glance. No, it's hours, okay? CT and I were like talking to Theo and just trying to like calm him down a little bit and like why we think he shouldn't have said what he said. But like, you know, we understand, like everyone's just trying to have fun, but feelings got hurt in the mix of it. And all of our heads was like busted. Like I had a huge headache. And like us being told, everyone just go to sleep. Like this is it. Like that's that. Like the night's over. I'm in my PJs, guys, like just ready to go to bed because like everyone had it. Like it was just enough was enough. After this whole argument went down, preparing to go to bed, of course, and I sit down my bed, and then Dee, who's like across from me, she's like sitting up and she's like trying to pick a fight with me. Okay, seriously, the whole house is like fed up. Like we're tired. We're all supposed to go to sleep now. Like where's this girl trying to go? She's just trying to get more camera time. Like is she serious? So I remember her telling me like, oh, do you know that your heels are in the washroom? And in my head, I'm kind of confused. How the hell did my heels get there, you know, in my head? But then I was like, oh, really? I'm like, okay, I'll just pick up in the morning. You know, I was being really nice. Oh, why is there like dishes like underneath your bed? And here's the joke about this. So earlier that day, I had clean dishes underneath my bed. It was just like a plate, a bowl, and a couple of utensils because someone in the house, I'm not gonna say who, but one of the veterans who was really nice to me, he was just telling me like, you know what, Shaleen, like he kind of whispered to me, bring some clean dishes to your room because it could get really nasty and really messy in this house. It's not like it's like 10 people you're living, which is like already a lot. There's 30 people living in this house. Like it's a lot of people. So he was just being nice to me like, oh, like kind of carry a couple of clean dishes to your room, hold it to yourself. And I thought it was so kind of him. I was like, oh, like thank you so much. That's actually a good tip. I'm not trying to get any germs and stuff like that from people. So I'm gonna take a plate, a cup, and you know, some utensils. Okay, I'm gonna take some like stuff to my room. I didn't have anywhere to put it at the time, so I'm like, hey, I'll just put it like a little bit underneath my bed. So this girl's like, oh, so why is your dishes like underneath your bed? I'm like, why are you watching me so hard? Like, but even at this point, I was still being nice to her. I was like, oh, like I was laughing. I was like, oh, girl, there's a reasoning, but what's his name told me like to take some clean dishes to my room, like, you know, just to be safe kind of thing. And she's giving me like this stank face, and I'm just wrong with this girl. This girl's literally trying to pick a fight with me. So now she goes on to a third thing, okay? She's now saying, oh, like your bags is off to the side. Like, so I had 2 bags of my products, like hair products, like everything, like on like a ledge near the window. And no one was fully unpacked, okay? Like I had a lot of stuff that was with me. And it was only like, I believe the second night. And seriously, we were doing so much stuff throughout the day, you know, being exhausted from flights, doing the challenge, like we didn't even have much time, okay? And I was planning to unpack all my stuff like the next day. Like I was like, I would feel like, you know, rested to actually unpack all my stuff. And then with the whole fight going on for like 4 or 5 hours, I'll do it tomorrow because I already did some of it that day. Why is your 2 bags is like over there? Like you should clear it up. And seriously, at this point, when I realized like this girl's literally trying to come for me, I had to snap. She didn't think I was gonna say anything because she's like, oh, this girl's like a really nice girl and she's not gonna say anything. I was like, no, I'm a nice girl, yes, to a certain point. But when you get on my bad side, then it's a different story. So I remember just like going off on her. I was just like, don't talk to me like that. Like, what are you thinking? Like, what are you doing? Like, don't disrespect me. Like, you know, I was telling her straight the hell up. And I remember like Ninja Natalie's trying to like step in and give her little 2 cents, you know, but oh, this and that. And I'm just turning around and cussing her out because I was like, girl, I don't have time for this. And I remember her top fell off, and it was kind of funny as hell because like her top was off and her boobs were showing. Even Dee and and Julia were laughing in the moment. And then after that, I just turned around to D and started like telling her straight up, like to her face, do not talk to me like that. Like, who the hell are you? Like, that's just so disrespectful. Everyone's tired, like ready to go to sleep, and you're trying to come and pull this on me. And so at this point, I was really upset, guys. Like, I was like, I didn't ever want to like fight like that completely with someone, but when someone's testing you and like literally just trying to get camera time, I was just so annoyed. I remember like the cameramen, people were coming in the room, and I was just like, in my head, I was like, great. Now I have to deal with this being on TV, and I didn't want it to go on TV. To be honest, I was just like, nah, like I don't want to be showing this of myself on TV. And I just remember just thinking to myself, you know what, I'm just gonna say, I can't wait until this goes on TV. So I just said, I can't wait until this goes on TV and for everyone to see this. And it didn't happen. And I was just like, thank God. My main thing was just don't ever talk to me like that, like being so disrespectful. Like, you don't even know me and you're coming for me like that. I didn't do anything to you. I didn't talk bad about you. I didn't look at you in a bad way. Like, you're trying to come for me in that way. I was like, nope. Like, no. So she starts apologizing after like I, cussed her out, told her straight up, all three of them, because they're all like trying to gang up on me. And I spoke to the UK people. I remember outside like telling them, like what they're trying to do to me. They're like, oh my God, like why are they doing that to you? Like, you're so nice. I'm like, they're just trying to like be bitches at the end of the day and get more camera time. So like unnecessary. So when I went back in the room, all laughing and like trying to like, I told them straight up, do not talk to me like that. Then they're all started apologizing. So D's like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. You're right. I know you're right. Finally, we're going to sleep. I'm going to sleep, and she's trying to say, oh my gosh, you're lucky that I'm tired. I'm a girl. I don't care if you're tired or not. Like, do not talk to me like that at all. So we all go to sleep. In the morning now, hate my room. Like, I don't want to be in the room with them. I didn't really care to talk to them. I was just like, whatever. Like, D's coming in my room, like trying to like be all fake. You want to come and hang out with us? To be honest, I really learned something about myself. I'm not a fake person. So if I get heated or upset with someone, I need like some time alone before I can start talking to that person. But I already made my decision. Girl, I already seen your true colors. I don't want to be dealing with you anymore in this game. Outside of this house, I was just like, nope. Like, no. Her and Ninja, Natalie was like, nope. Those two girls, I'm not dealing with. I had to make up my mind at day 3, like what I wanted to do with this game from this show. And I just didn't have a connection with them. I didn't want to have a connection with them. There's two different things, like wanting to be someone's friend, like trying to get to know them a better level. When they already show you their true colors and they're just not the type of person I want to surround myself with, it's like, what's the real point? I know we're playing a game, like everything's about numbers. On that certain night, it just like really rubbed me the wrong way. So I remember on day 3, I was just writing my little notebook and just trying to be to myself. Like, I'm not a fake person. I can't be like, okay guys, let's be friends. Like, oh my God, like where are you from? After you just all 3 like ganged up on me. Bye, girls, just bye. You guys, like this night, everyone was like wilding out. Everyone was drinking. Everyone was like having a good time, being silly. There was romances going on. And then the whole argument happened between Theo and Ashley. So everything was all over the place. Like, everyone wasn't fully unpacked. Because we traveled, like, being in the tent, not having much sleep, and then doing the challenge right away, and then going straight to the house, having to like drink booze. It was just really exhausting. And by the way, as you guys know, like D is obviously not with the network anymore. And I'm not surprised, and to be honest, it was long overdue. Wasn't a nice person to me, and like just the stuff that she would say, I would listen, and that was a thing for me in the house. I was really observant, and I have great listening skills. And so just listening to people, hearing people gossip about other people, hearing people gossip about me, listening to some of the conversations that she will talk to people about, just made me cringe. I was just like, ugh, like, girl, no, just not my type of person that I would want to hang out with. So like when I heard the news that she was like let go from the network, I was just like, this was, yeah, that was meant to be, I guess. Like, seriously, like what she said on Twitter about things about the BLM, it was really just disgusting to me. And like, I wasn't surprised because I heard some stuff that she said in the house, which was just, girl, no. I remember hearing her going on a podcast talking about me, and I'm just like, girl, there's no point of talking about me. Like, I don't want to be your friend. But I'm talking about her today because she literally was one of the people in the house that I just didn't get along with and just was not cool in my eyes. And just really like the type of person that would change herself just to please someone else. You know what I mean? Like, she would like be fake. Like, it wasn't even about the game. Try to change her personality towards someone else's, have that little connection. And to me, that's a fake person. Like, for me, I didn't want to be dealing with fakeness, so I decided, like, you know, I'll be nice to everyone because that's who I am, like, you know, outside the house. There was like a few people in the house that I would actually be friends with outside, actually have a conversation with them, like actually would go out and be like, hey girl. But at this moment, it was just so crazy to me that like someone who tried to bully someone and then says that she was bullied as a young kid. I'm like, girl, don't you think you would have learned how it feels when you get bullied by someone? Why would you try to like do that to someone else, especially now you're an adult? Annoying as hell, because I had to be in the room with these girls that I didn't really care to talk to after that whole situation went down, and they were just very like rude. So I just kind of made up my mind. Like the next day I could have been like, hey girls, like let's hang out. But I knew they'd do that crap with me again later on in the season. I didn't want to be a part of that. So I was just like, no, that's not happening. I'm a really nice person, and so I like to treat people with respect and, you know, be nice and civil. And of course I was Canadian. Like I was the only Canadian on this show. So, you know, I was like being extra nice. At the same time, like if someone's gonna come target me for just to get more camera time, like they will hear my voice. Like I am gonna step up for myself and I'm gonna defend myself, and that's how I've been since I was a kid. Kind of set my mood of the time that I was there. That weird feeling and that awkwardness, I just had to make up my mind on day 3, like what do I want from being on this show, like of my experience. But I definitely did not want to be 100% myself. I wasn't really showing much of my personality for multiple reasons, to be honest. And my main thing was just like, be nice to everyone, do your own thing, and try to play the game as best as you can, and try to do the challenges as best as you can, and make it as far as you can, and then win that money. Like show my true self until I get to like the very ending. 100% myself is making people laugh constantly, having that good connection in my real life. So being on that show, I was just like, I don't know if I want to show all of that of me with everyone. Like I'll show it to different people here and there if I feel like it at the moment, but I just didn't want to be like that all the time with people, because there were just certain people in there that was just like you're not gonna earn my respect with the way you're acting, and that's just not how it's gonna go. So I'd rather just not even deal with you if you're gonna be in that mindset. Thank you all for watching my video today. Please like, share, and subscribe. All my social media contacts are below, and I can't wait for you guys to hear more about my experience on the show.